Hello, YouTubers. It's Championdjk coming at you again with another Vintage Matchbox Monday episode. Again, we're going to look at 5 Matchbox cars from usually dating from about the late 60s all the way up to the early 90s, and just kind of random what we end up looking at in each episode. But always 5 cars and always pretty interesting, so let's get right into it. This first one is the number 45, the Snow Plow. This is in a bland box. This one is from 1990, 1991, this variation. The casting was used from 1990 all the way up to 2014. Is the last time it was seen. And here it is, International Airport Authority. It's in all yellow. We got a metal body, plastic bed here, plastic plow. This one actually has a metal base. Or is it plastic? That is plastic, I think. Yep, that is plastic. It's very rigid plastic, though. And it looks pretty cool. Very cool little Chevy snowplow. You see the bow tie right there in the front. This is in 1/83rd scale. So, obviously not close to 1/64. It's very small for 1/64. You get yellow windows, yellow light up top. All pretty much yellow and black. Looks pretty good. This one is made in China. It's a pretty cool little piece, though. Pretty cool little snowplow. This thing articulates in the front, so that's always nice to see. And it's got a salt spreader, of course, in the back. Rolls nice. Basic tampos on it. And is pretty cool. So, that's pretty awesome. Alright, so we'll put that one back. And then, the next one we're going to look at is the number 45, the Kenworth cab over engine Aerodyne. This one is kind of neat. This is 1984 to 85 in this color variation of silver with the purple and the number 45 here. Purple and orange. This one should be made in Macau. Yep, made in Macau. And it looks pretty cool. Stacks are intact. So this casting is in 1/90th scale. The casting itself was used from 82 all the way up into 89. Multiple different variations of it color-wise. Very cool looking truck, though. Matchbox did a good job on their little semi-castings. I think they did a great job on them, actually. Mostly all of them are Kenworth. And it does look pretty good in this kind of like gray, silverish gray color. And I think it is kind of cool. So we got kind of orange windows. I don't think there's any interior in these. Yeah, I'm looking into it right now, and it does not appear that there is any sort of interior molded into it, which I guess it just is what it is. So metal body, plastic base, plastic stacks, all that. Pretty basic little casting, but a pretty cool one nonetheless. All right, so moving on from that, we're getting into, these next two are going to be older. So this one is pretty neat. This is a new casting, number 45, BMW 3.0 CSL, 30 CSL, Matchbox Superfast. Just taking a look around the box here. This one, from what I could tell, it could have been anywhere from 76 to 1980 in this color that it's in. It was only, the casting only had one more variation in 81, I think, and that was it. And then it's in 1/62 scale. Let's pull it out of the box. Take a peek. Kind of an interesting little one. So first thing you notice maybe is it's got green windows, which is kind of odd. Definitely has a metal base, made in England. Metal body. It is in really good shape. The sticker's in pretty decent shape. Again, that is a sticker, not a tampo. This one's going to have, no, doesn't have any suspension, but it does have opening doors, which is something that you've seen on some older Matchboxes. And it's kind of a neat little casting. It's in very good shape. Very bright colored orange. Definitely a neat vintage Matchbox piece, I think, for sure. What do you guys think about this one in the comments down below? It's cool to see a Beamer. I don't think the proportions on it, it's not, I don't think it looks that much like the real car. You know, correct me if I'm wrong. It seems like the lines and stuff aren't quite accurate, but I mean, it does look good. I'm not really familiar with BMWs of this era, but I think it does. It's a neat one. It's a neat one for sure. All right, so there is that. And next up, we got two more here. This one's probably going to be the coolest one of them all, though. This is number 45. This is in an old box. The Ford Corsair. And this was released 1965 to 69. So this is an old one. It's in 1/71st scale. It was only released from 65 to 69. And it is in really good shape. And is kind of interesting. So, as you can see, it comes with a plastic boat on the top, which you can take off. I don't know if I really want to. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna. Alright, so there's the boat, plastic boat piece. It's actually really easy to take off. I think you could probably take off this roof rack too, but I'm just not going to do it because I'm guessing most of the time when you find these, that piece is probably missing. I mean, vintage Matchbox is kind of interesting. Some of the pieces actually do get a pretty decent price, some of them don't. This one I looked up on the old eBay, and it does actually get a pretty good price on this old Corsair, Ford Corsair. So, made in England by Leslie, of course. It is in very, very good shape. It's got like just a little like flea bite nick on the front right there on the headlight you can see, and then just a little one right there. And actually, they think the headlights are supposed to be painted silver. And that, because that's painted silver right there, that's touched with silver there, and that's touched with silver there. Now I wonder if, I don't think somebody repainted this. No, I think it's original, and it's definitely still riveted together originally. I don't know if on the original one these headlights were painted or if this was an added detail by the previous owner. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna lean towards it. I really don't know. I honestly don't know. Either way, it's a really cool piece. I should look that up though. And if anybody does know if these were originally painted or you think this was a detail that added. The only reason why I'm thinking it might be a detail that was added because these are not flea bites in here. This is actually silver paint up in the front. I think it's silver paint anyway. It's hard to tell. Maybe that is a little chip. I'm not really sure. So either way, it is an interesting one. Interesting color. It sits really, really low to the ground. And that is by design. That's the way it is. Probably from that weight of that big boat on top of the roof. But it's definitely an interesting old casting. And it's in very, very good shape for what it is. For it being that old. I think it was just purchased and put right in this box. It was just kept in the box and never really moved out. So yeah, there it kind of shows you in there. The rack is removable. The boat's removable. Here's a look around the old box. I think it's pretty cool. That's an awesome older piece. All right, then lastly, we're going back to kind of newer stuff here. This was released from 1985 to 86 in this color. This is number 46, the Mission Chopper. So yeah, Matchbox did release some weird stuff. This is definitely kind of one of the interesting ones. Here it comes. That's how it's in the box. This is the Mission Chopper. These kind of snap together. And that turns pretty good. I think actually, yeah, that extends out. So that is kind of neat. They fit it in the box, all folded up, and you can fit it back in the box all folded up. Then when you take it out, you can kind of fold it out. And does this front part open too? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know if it's supposed to. Oh wow, it comes completely out. So you can load your dudes in there. I don't know who you're gonna load it, what you're gonna put in there, but there's that, and then this piece can go back in. And we can fold it back up. This one is made in Macau. 1/80th scale, it appears here. The casting was used all the way up into 2013. My guess is eventually they got rid of the fact that it can go in like that. But what a cool, I mean, really play value wise, that is pretty neat. you know, that you can kind of like store it in its box. I don't want to break this. There we go. Store it in the box like that, and then extend it back out when you want to play with it. Matchbox just, you know, that's why these videos are probably interesting, because Matchbox just did some really weird, unique, kind of interesting stuff over the years. I think far more unique than Hot Wheels, in my opinion, and that's why these are really cool to look at. So that's the last one for this episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching another Vintage Matchbox Monday. Please tune into the next one. Please check out the playlist. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much.